Well, good morning. You guys would not believe the number of times I wrote down on my little to-do list a vlog today, and then it didn't happen. But today, my little one woke up earlier than usual, and so then I woke up earlier than usual. She's down for a nap right now. And I was like, you know what? Let me get dressed, put some actual clothes on, some makeup, and feel put together so I actually feel incentivized to vlog. So here we are. The last time I vlogged, my little one was really struggling with a tongue tie that honestly only got way, way worse after I posted that video. My journey with breastfeeding, if I'm going to be totally honest, has been awful. It's gone the complete opposite of the way I planned. I'm still, basically, I exclusively pump her during the day. She'll nurse in the middle of the night, and that's it. But after I posted my last vlog, which I guess I'll link here, she ended up getting way worse and was struggling to eat just with bottles. We ended up getting her tongue tie and lip tie fixed because apparently it was way more of an issue than we thought it was at the beginning. And she's a different baby now. She's way less gassy, way less painful. More of the story is if you're having issues, go see your lactation consultant, go see your chiropractor. That's all I gotta say. But she's now doing much better, and because she's doing better, I'm not spending my entire day trying to feed her a bottle like I was before. So I've been slowly but surely trying to get back into work. So what I've been doing currently is I've been trying to post on YouTube consistently. I think I've been doing an okay job. And then I've been trying to post consistently on Instagram. That's been a little more spotty, but we're trying our best. What I would like to do, however, though, is I want to start writing again, and I want to do more promoting on my other Instagram. So I have two Instagram accounts. One is Mandi Lynn Writes. That's the one where you guys mostly follow me, so that's where I post about self-publishing and all that. I used to also post about my fiction books there, but I decided to really niche things down. I have Mandi Lynn Writes for nonfiction, and then my fiction is on author Mandi Lynn Bell, because if you guys didn't know, for my fiction books, I actually started a separate pen name because it just started to make more sense that way. I wanted them to be similar, so like it's clear they're the same author, but different enough that they're categorized differently on Amazon, and I'm hoping that helps a lot in the long term. But with that said, that means I have a separate Instagram just for author Mandi Lynn Bell, which you guys should follow me on. Also, in case you see this going on, I got a very, very bad burn on my thumb. My camping stove kind of like burst into flames in my hand. It was kind of my fault. We're not going to talk about it. Just know there's a extremely large burn on my thumb, trying not to get infected while also trying to change diapers every day. So this is where we are at. Anyways, right now I probably only work 1, maybe 2 hours every single day. But with those 1, maybe 2 hours I work every day, I've been able to keep up with my YouTube and somewhat Instagram. Again, it's very spotty. So I wanted to talk about how I've been able to show up online while still only working so little hours. So there's 3 things that I do. Number 1 is that I ended up hiring a team to edit my YouTube videos. And yes, I said team, which scares me. There's this company called Story. I'll let you guys know exactly who they are. They edit videos for creators, and they do an amazing job. So I have my assigned team on Story. I originally was going to go with like a one-off editor, like just one specific person to edit my videos, but I found the issue is I just didn't like the style of a lot of editors, and I didn't want to experiment around and try out 10 different editors and see who I liked. I had seen this editing style of Story, and I really liked them and their team, so I ended up signing up for that, and they edit all my YouTube videos now except the vlogs like this, because I just feel more comfortable editing these vlog style videos, and I think it would be hard to have them edit them because there's a lot of rambling I cut out when I do vlogs, and I think that would just be too complicated to explain. So it's been a very steep learning curve with them because I learned I'm a bit of a control freak. I think we already knew that. I'm self-published because I enjoy controlling everything. Obviously, if you look back to my past couple of videos, the editing style is very different, way more engaging, very professional looking in my opinion at least. And I think it's well worth the money. It's definitely well worth my time. If you guys have liked the editing styles of the latest videos, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know that you are enjoying it. It makes my life easier. My big thing was if I'm going to hire someone to edit my YouTube videos, they better do a better job than I do. And I think the answer is yes, they do a better job. Because I was finding I was still enjoying planning out my YouTube videos. I was still enjoying filming at my YouTube videos, but I just never had the time to sit down and edit my YouTube videos. Like when I would edit them, it would take at least 1 or 2 hours at least. And I just don't have that type of time. So that was number 1. I hired someone to edit my YouTube videos. Number 2 is, this is something I did way back before I even went on maternity leave, is I hired a bookkeeper. Because I would sit down once a month and do my own bookkeeping, but frankly, I didn't know what I was doing, and I was very, very confused by all of it. So way back, I think I've hired her for she's been working for me for over a year now. And she does my bookkeeping every month, and that allows me to pretty easily be able to file my taxes. And of course, when it does come time to actually file my taxes, we do have an actual CPA that we work with as well. And my CPA just looks at all the paperwork that my bookkeeper creates, and she's able to do that very easily usually. That's more of the back end stuff that you guys don't probably think about. It's something I certainly don't think about when I think about how do I spend my time throughout the day? That's the thing. And the third thing I do to keep up with my work schedule while working very little is I respond to emails and check my emails daily, or at least I try to do my best. The first thing I do in terms of work every single day is check my emails because I just want to get that out of the way. Like yesterday was Monday, so I checked my emails and I had 25 emails, and it took me I think an hour to get through my emails. Emails take up a lot of time, so if I only have an hour to work that day, then I spend the entire time on my emails. Anywho, my little one is still currently fast asleep, which is awesome. So I'm going to take this time to get some work done. And the work I am getting done is actually to take one of Sarah Cannon's course. She has the HB90 course, and I've already taken it once, but I'm kind of retaking it as a refresher because the HB90 course is basically where she helps you look at how much time you have to work every week, every month, every quarter, and then you have projects you want to work on, and then you kind of decide what you actually have time to work on. So I'm just going to do a little bit of a refresher for the course and see what I think. I wanted to talk about HB90 because it is actually opening up for enrollment again. I'm an affiliate for HB90. I'm an affiliate for all of Sarah Cannon's courses. I think they're all amazing. But if you have ever thought about signing up for HB90, now is the time. I will have my affiliate link down below. I'll also put the dates where enrollment closes on the screen. When enrollment closes, that's because the course is starting up again. So she has a live training, and then you can actually take the course as well. So I will kind of be retaking it / just going through everything again during that time as well. Obviously, I'm starting now because baby. But basically, for those of you who don't know what HB90 is, it's a method where You basically just can plan per quarter. So the year's broken down into 4 quarters, and you just plan 1 quarter at a time, and then a month at a time, and then you're kind of able to plan a week at a time, day at a time. You get the idea. It's just a really great way to be able to prioritize what's on your to-do list to only do what you actually have time for. So it's a really great way to figure out how much time you actually have in the day, to then figure out what projects you actually have time for, so you're not wasting time on different things. So obviously for me, with a little one who has the hiccups, it's integral to use nap times effectively. I actually don't currently work after she goes to bed. That's because after she goes to bed, I clean a little bit, I work out, I go to bed. Eventually, when she's sleeping through the night, I will probably start working after she goes to bed. But right now, that period of time is so short, I just use it for me time. Anyways, definitely sign up for HB90 if you haven't yet already. I can't recommend it enough. Me and this little one, I think we're going to go for a walk. But first, we're going to get rid of these hiccups, and then we're going to go for a walk. She is still sleeping, and it is time for me to go through my to-do list today. So, I use an Erin Condren planner for my planner now. I used to do bullet journal. I used to also sell bullet journal stickers. I don't have time to make a bullet journal. I don't have time to make new stickers. I still sell stickers. They're just on Etsy. So if you like writing and editing stickers, so like stickers that you can use to track your writing and editing, make sure to head over Etsy, Stone Ridge Stickers. It'll be linked down below. I still ship them out. In fact, the reason why I'm trying to get back into writing is that I want to participate in Camp NaNoWriMo, which is in July. So I'm currently reopening the outline for the book that I started outlining for NaNoWriMo in November, but then didn't end up working on at all because I was very, very pregnant and very, very tired. So this is not the right planner. This is my writing planner that I use to track my writing progress. That's still not the right planner. Oh my god, here it is. The one at my computer. So I've been using my outlining stickers, which is on this page, to outline my book, and hopefully you guys can't read that because it's certainly not figured out yet. But I'm hoping that's what the next vlog is about, is, more focused on the writing side of things, whereas this one is me kind of inching towards that, but it's really just kind of doing the normal admin stuff that's not nearly as exciting as writing, because this will be like the first year in a while that I haven't published a book, because I've been pretty good with publishing a book every year, but seeing as it is May, almost June, and I haven't written anything, I don't think whatever I do end up writing this year is going to get published this year. I think it's going to be a next year thing. But we'll see. I'm going to vote probably, What we are doing today is we're vlogging. That's what's on my to-do list. I'm going to cross that off. And then I have to content batch. And so I content batch every Tuesday for Mandi Lynn Writes Instagram account. That's been going great. I'm supposed to content batch every Wednesday for the author Mandi Lynn Bell account, and I just am really struggling. So I don't know if I'll actually get any content batching done today, because as far as priorities go, this is not at the top of my priority, but let me just think out loud to you guys. So on that account, the goal is to market these books. The Road Trip Snapshot series. So we got Meet Me at the Summit, we got Let the Rubble Fall, and we have The Trail to You and Me. These are all books in the Road Trip Snapshot series. Meet Me at the Summit and Let the Rubble Fall are like a true series, whereas The Trail to You and Me is a part of the series, but it's also a standalone. My goal ultimately for the next set of books I write is to write a standalone series. So they're all standalones, but they all take place in the same world, have the same vibes, blah, blah, blah. Because I really enjoyed how The Trail to You and Me integrates with this book series. As an author on YouTube who makes videos about books on self-publishing, it's really easy for me to sell these books, which are planners on the publishing and writing process, and then the Marketing for Authors books, which are books on the marketing process for authors. Those sell themselves because the content I make here on YouTube is all about self-publishing. The content I make here on YouTube is not necessarily about fictional books that have romance and travel aspects. So that's what I need the Instagram account to be about. So I was like, oh, I'll just make a Bookstagram account where I talk about books and, of course, market my own books. Well, here's the thing. I read a wide variety of books, and about half of them are books in this genre, and then the other half are like fun thrillers or fantasies very rarely. But I'm like, I'm a 50-50 reader in terms of like 50% of the books I read are happy rom-coms, and the other 50% are like dark thriller novels. And that as a Bookstagram does not work together. So I feel like I can't post about what I read because half of what I read is not relevant to this type of audience. And then on that same note, I don't have a lot to post about reading-wise, also because it takes me a long time to read books now. Like, I still read a ton of books, but I read very slowly. I'm usually reading a paperback while also simultaneously listening to an audiobook. But here's the thing. I like to read my happy rom-coms as a paperback, and I like to listen to the thriller novels as an audiobook. And I go through audiobooks much faster than I do paperbacks. Anyways, so I decided I can't have a Bookstagram account because I don't really, it's hard for me to make Bookstagram content, and I also don't really enjoy consuming that content all the time. Like, when I think of the content I enjoy consuming, it's not necessarily Bookstagram content. All I'm trying to say is I would want to make the content I, as a viewer, like to consume. Because I think right now it's very clear that the content that I make on Instagram isn't necessarily the content I like to consume. It just, in my opinion, comes off that way. So what I have been doing is, since Meet Me at the Summit is about a girl who gets in a VW bus and has a cross-country road trip, I decided to kind of blur the lines of what marketing has to be, I guess. So I made a series of Instagram reels about how me and my husband bought an old VW bus, and we've been slowly kind of renovating it. So my husband's been working on the engine and all that stuff, and then I've been working on the cosmetic side of things to make it cleaner, prettier, blah, blah, blah. So I've been posting those reels on that Instagram account, and they've been doing okay. The thing is, it's hard to post a lot of those reels because I have a baby, and in order to make those videos, I have to actually work on the bus, and working on the bus takes time, and then making the video after I'm done working on the bus also takes time. So I have like a very vague idea for content for that account, and I'm kind of thinking that account will be almost kind of a lifestyle account, because essentially the books I want to write going forward in the future are gonna be lifestyle books. Hear me out. So these books are about traveling, aka mostly hiking. So then I was like, I love to hike. Whenever I go hiking, I can post about it. I can link it back to the book, and I can find people that like to hike and like to read about hiking, but also like rom-coms. Like, that's kind of what I'm thinking. And then I don't think I can't remember if I said this, but the next series I write, I've been calling Project Bucket List, because I want each book in the series to be the main character is doing something on their bucket list, and obviously the overarching theme is that it's going to be a rom-com sort of deal. So therefore, this Instagram account where I post about hiking to promote these books, I could post about bucket list things that hopefully I can easily accomplish. I don't know. But you guys get the idea. I want my Instagram account to be like an outdoors lifestyle reading corner. Does that make sense? I don't know. So that's what I've been trying to figure out. I feel like I'm still feeling things out for that account and what I like to make and what people like to consume. I'm hoping eventually something will just click. So far, we are not at that point. Going back to the list of things I have to do during little one's nap time, because she definitely won't be asleep forever. In fact, let me double check. She's currently rolling around, so that's great. I need to make a YouTube short promoting that HB90 is accepting enrollment again, so I want to be able to film that. And then I also want to film a YouTube short advertising Inkers Con, because that's another something I guess I'll mention real quickly here. I'm also an affiliate for Inkers Con, which is like a huge online digital writing conference. Where so many like best-selling authors do presentations. They talk about marketing stuff, they talk about writing stuff, and it's great for those who are traditionally published and who are indie authors. This will be my first year attending and, observing the conference, but I have friends who have gone to the conference in the past and really, really loved the presentations. It's all online. I'll put the dates of it on the screen here, but when you guys sign up using my coupon code, you can actually get $50 off of your ticket. So everyone I've spoken to has said that it is worth every penny, that they love the conference. It is at the end of July, which is Camp NaNoWriMo. So hopefully I'll be like very, very deep in the world of writing again by that point. But either way, I want to attend to give myself some inspiration, some marketing ideas. I kind of feel like, now that I have a baby, it feels like a new start into the world of self-publishing for me. That could also be because I'm under a new pen name, and when I wrote these 3 books, I didn't intend for them to be under a new pen name. This will be the first book I'm writing that is under a new pen name, where I have a very clear vision in terms of like goals for the series as a whole. Whereas even when I wrote Meet Me at the Summit, I never intended for Meet Me at the Summit to be a series. I always intended it to be a standalone, and then I had the idea for Let the Rebel Fall in the back of my head. And then when beta readers were reading Let the Rebel Fall, they said they wanted to see Lori's story. So that's where Lori got her own book, and it's a standalone. So in a way, I look back at this series, I'm like, ooh, that's messy. I could have done that better, and I wish I had done that better. But now this is the first time where I can like sit back and really be like, all right, really intentional about what I'm writing for my fiction books. I'm going to stop talking now, and I'm going to film the YouTube shorts. My little one is no longer on the screen because she rolled onto the other side of her bed, and she's wide awake. So that was a 38-minute nap. She did already have one really long nap today, so I guess I shouldn't be surprised. So one thing I've been doing for her is getting her used to just hanging out in her crib. So since she doesn't need to be fed right this second, I'm just going to unzip her from her little sleep sack. We use the zippy transition swaddles. I believe that's what they're called. I'm going to give her a toy, and hopefully this will give me the 15 minutes that I need in order to film my YouTube short. So I actually got both YouTube shorts filmed. I just have to edit them. That probably won't happen until later in the week, or maybe today. We'll see how her next nap goes, but I'm going to guess it's not going to be long enough. But one thing I've been trying to do is basically I try to never clean while she's asleep. I do not have enough sleeping time to get stuff done otherwise. So I'm going to plop her in her swing, vac, because I can't vac while she's on the floor on her playmat. Put her playmat back down, put her down on her playmat with all of her lovely toys, and then we will play for a little bit. Alright, I've had lunch, she's had lunch, she's down for another nap. Technically, the only thing left on my to-do list for the day is to content batch for my fiction Instagram. So I don't think this counts as content batching. I have one video for the VW bus that I had pre-filmed like last week, and I never did anything with the footage. So right now I'm going to upload that footage from my phone to my laptop and edit it together real quickly in Premiere Pro. I know that's a little weird. I just work better in Premiere Pro than the software on like Instagram. So I edit it that way, and then I also edit it in a way that it automatically like generates captions because I feel like they look cool. And then I guess I'll post it. And then I also still haven't posted to my Mandi Lynn Writes Instagram yet either, so I'll just go ahead and do that. Alright, I officially forgot to close out the vlog. Basically, all you missed is that the little one woke up from her nap, played with her, fed her, we went to my parents' house for dinner. She played a lot more, came home, put her to bed, and I've basically been doing dishes. And now it's time for bed. So truthfully, I'm just going to sit and watch TV for a little bit and then head to bed. But that was it for this vlog. I have felt the most productive when I vlog, which is really annoying because it's like, it's fun to vlog, but also like, it's a hassle to take the camera out. I don't know if part of it is just like getting dressed for the day makes me feel better, because otherwise I don't typically tend to get dressed. So yeah, I think I need to start figuring out a flow for myself, whatever makes me feel better, more productive, because if I'm being totally honest, she's been getting better with giving me nice long naps, but I'm not getting better at being motivated. Like sometimes I'm just like down in the dumps, or I just don't feel like working, or I'd rather just like sit and watch TV. There's a balance there somewhere. I just have to figure it out. So yeah, anyways, that is it for this video. I'll see you all next week.